The chosen company for our assignment is UNIQLO and it will be presented by me, Chu Xiangyi, and our teammates Muhammad Ridwan, Muhammad Fahim Sabi, and Eugene. Without any further ado, I will pass it on to my teammates.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Ridwan. So our introduction is UNIQLO Shah Alam is a flagship store located in Ayon Shah Alam, Malaysia, situated with one of the most vibrant shopping districts in the region. UNIQLO Shah Alam offer a unique retail experience that blends Japanese fashion innovation with local Malaysian culture. As a member of the international UNIQLO brand, which is well known for its premium clothing and dedication of innovation, Uniqlo Shalom offer a broad selection of clothes for men, women, and kids. Shopping enthusiasts for of all age frequent Uniqlo because it offers a wide range of fashion options from ethics basic to cutting edge seasonal collection. Enter the Uniqlo Shalam as have entered Malaysian market on 4th November 2010. The manager of Uniqlo Shalam is Mr. Mizuhiro, a new manager who transferred from Japan to Malaysia in September 2023. And his assistant manager is Mr. Afif. Mr. Afif has been working at Uniqlo Shah Alam for 4 years since the opening of Uniqlo Shah Alam. Impact of COVID-19 on the business operation of the organization about Uniqlo. Facing minimal negative impact due to the proactive approach, operational agility, customer-centric focus, and dedication to the social responsibility and employee well-being. Uniqlo had a minimally negative impact during the COVID-19 epidemic through the utilization of its strengths and flexibility in response to shifting conditions. Uniqlo can effectively manage ambiguities and come out on top when faced with hardship. Sales of physical store declined but see 200% increase in online sales during the pandemic. The statement given by Mr. Afe and Mr. Mizuhiro. Risk of store closure for documentation if employee cough on COVID-19. First is employer need training for COVID-19 SOP. Second, prioritizing employer well-being. Third, strategic flexibility. Last but not least, employee development opportunities.
Hi, hello, my name is Fahim, and today I'm going to talk about the changes at its core in business operation. So I'm going to talk about our brand that is Uniqlo, then changes business with due and respect to the company that shall mean any change that is in addition or to the primary of business of the company that does not been approved by the required holders such that is more than 20% of the considerated that net earning of the company that are derived from the business other than the current business. So let's talk about one of those things. So one of those things, the first is during the COVID change, Uniqlo employees are prohibited from working during the COVID-19 pandemic since their roles are not deemed to essential. But, however, they are obligated to participate in online meetings, just like I'm using right now, in the picture below, that have training sessions too. So the manager will provide an instruction on product knowledge and presentation. So they aim to sustain a communication with their own staff members. So secondly, they are preparing for return to work. So Uniqlo using the employees with such skills such as like you may giving their hygiene protocols and remote collaboration to make them return to full capacity of production. So this is for good for people who want a smoother transition and a faster recovery or and increase the productivity even at home. So about the upskilling and development is that Uniqlo, the pandemic prompted by the company is to use their own soft skill, just like any technology from their own computer device. By using that skills in technology, they can improve by 50%. That is quite high and can cause savings through the development. So through online means and connection and normality for well-being, the Uniqlo for some in the virtual meetings and trainings, they offer routine by connecting at uncertain times, aiding work-life balance and the well-being for their workers. So by meaning of this, they also use this online connection as a way they can get close to themselves to know what their person means, and they can help to each other through means.
My name is Jinkin within Masharia, and I will be presenting on obstacles faced by the manager. Um, as you can see, there are three categories of obstacles that were faced by the manager. We have fair employee resistance, motivational changes, and training and development. Uh, in employee resistance, we have fear of the unknown, which just entails the workers not knowing, having a bit of a unknowingness with the future of how everything was going to go during the pandemic. Lack of clarity if the changes were going on in the company during the pandemic, if the information was not as concise and as clear and transparent, employees would be less willing to listen to it. And work life balance concerns. This is just during the pandemic, a lot of people had to work from home, and many people had issues with knowing whether it would be easier for them to maintain that balance. Okay, we go to motivational changes. We have remote work fatigue, um, just getting tired from you know remote working. Performance measurement, which entails it was harder for people to to be measured and how to know somebody's progress during the pandemic because everybody was working from home again. Maintaining team cohesion and collaboration. It was easier to foster a sense of collaboration and teamwork when everybody was just isolated and alone at home. Okay, in training and development, we go to limited training options. Um, Again, a lot of people had to work from home, and since Uniqlo is not a essential service, a lot of people who were coming into the company were had to be trained on how to work from home. Upskilling challenges. This comes about by having to teach the old employees newer things, how to catch up with the ever changing times, and assessing training effectiveness. You can't really know how well the training has gone um, your if the trainees are working from home at the time because you don't know the parameters by which to train them. And yeah, so that was my part of the presentation, and I thank you for your time.
Hello. Now let's talk about ways of handling the resistance. So handling resistance within a company that involves managing opposition or reluctance to the change. So it doesn't matter. There's a lot of things that you can talk about resistance and how to handle them. So first of all, there are policies and procedures, also technologies that are used by the organizational shifts. So let's talk about the first thing of all. That's support and training. So they offer a training and support. So by the manager of the company of their leadership, they use their offer and training to give the support to their workers that who are working before the pandemic hit to reduce the resistance, and they make a proper to open communication. So they like communicate with their own workers to talk about on how they will reluctant to the change that happening inside the company. So the second of all, they need a leadership in the company, so they can have a visionary leadership that can lead their company to handle this effective ways of this change, and also they can use effective communication to communicate with their own workers, so they would with their understanding what's their situation and in, so they can like help them to do what work they can do during the pandemic. So like, and then after where they have understand their workers' problem, we can recognize their skills and then give them the rewards. So after that, you can give a clear communication and transparency. So meaning by fully that we can clearly explain the reasons for the changes. So meaning that we can reason with them, so we can understand what are they doing, what are they having going on, so we can like get close to them and know what we can do for them. So we have to become transparent about the challenges and the uncertainties. So basically, like the challenges like in the future, like this pandemic right now, we don't know what to do, the challenges, right? And then we have uncertainties. Basically, like this COVID-19, we cannot say it's like environmental like flood or anything, but this one is like a virus or flu that you can outrun it. So you basically have to wear masks and everything, right? And after that, you have to communicate frequently and openly. So we have to communicate with them openly as like every other else as a leadership to talk to your workers. So after that, it's about involvement and participation. So they have to seek input of employee. So they have to ask about the employee intake about the situation. So they have to come uh involve themselves in this, so we know what their problem is and what to do. If they become quiet, we cannot help them instead, right? So we also need to address individual concerns. So everybody have their own concerns, right? They have their own attitude, their own work style, but like everybody's is not the same. We are like different highs and lows, right, in the situation, right? So we have to talk to them. So empower employees. So we have to use their skill, their energy, the way we work for. We just cannot let them lazy around, right? And so we have to use them to make our company moving on forward for its company.
Hi, I would like to talk about the model that applies to change measure. In my opinion, the Buchan Body Change Measure competency model is applicable to measure of UNIQLO, where the manager has shown its sensitivity to change. For example, the managers must be constantly aware about the implementations of different phases of MCO with verifying restrictions and regulations on business operation and movement. Next is its flexibility on change, and this is particular evidence when the UNIQLO has adjusted its goals to fully operating the business online during the initial stages of MCO. So, in addition, the manager implements changes such as promoting the use of cashless payment methods, including e-wallet, to adapt to the new normal brought by the pandemic. In addition, the manager also shows competency in communication skills. The manager must be able to transmit information effectively to the colleague and subordinates about the need for change in its goals, individual tasks, and responsibilities. This clear communication was crucial in reducing resistance to change, as it helped everyone understand the reason behind the changes and what was expected of them. Next, UNIQLO measures also shows an exceptional abilities in tolerance to ambiguity, where the managers were able to operate comfortably, patiently, and effectively in uncertain and unpredictable environment of COVID-19. This include making decisions with limited information, adapting to a rapid change of regulations and guidelines, and managing uncertainties surrounding the duration and impact of the pandemic on the business. Lastly, the manager shows competency in team building capabilities. For instance, the manager required the employees to join online meeting and training sessions. This provides a good opportunity for the team to interact, share ideas, and build relationships with each other. In addition, this also equips employees with necessary skills and knowledge to help the company achieve its goals. Next, I will try to discuss about this question. Did the organizations handle the impact of COVID-19 well? In my opinion, UNIQLO has handled the impact of COVID-19 well and has changed its external threat into an opportunity where all its stakeholders would get support and continue to thrive. This change can be seen from the six images of managing change. The first is director. UNIQLO top management has provided clear directions and strategies for adapting to a crisis, including closing stores, implementing safety measures, and shifting to online sales. This approach ensures the well-being and the maintain operational efficiencies and adapting to a new market conditions for companies. Next is the navigators. UNIQLO shows its flexibility and agility in adjusting its course as COVID-19 situations evolve. This including monitoring external factors and making strategic adjustments to its operations and strategies to respond effectively to the changing conditions of COVID-19. The next one is caretaker. UNIQLO acts as a protector and guider by implementing safety measures in stores to protect its employees and customers. This shows a commitment to their well-being during the uncertain times of COVID-19. Next is coach. UNIQLO shows supports through changes brought by the pandemic to its employees by providing online meeting training sessions to help them to adapt to new ways of working and cope with the challenges of it. As for the interpreter, UNIQLO's managers help its employees and customers to make sense by providing clear communication about the company plans and how these to make easing the anxieties during the COVID-19 and maintaining the trust and loyalties of the employees. After that, UNIQLO plays the role of neutral as well, where it has maintains core values and supports its employees. And this is through giving them salary despite the COVID-19 conditions where the workers are not able to work from the physical stores. And besides that, they also show support to the general public through initiatives like providing meals and essential goods for the vulnerable communities of COVID-19. Lastly, thank you so much for listening to our presentations.